This is one of my comfrey plants, and I just harvested the stalks with the flowers. And there's a reason for that because, well, okay, let me remove my old ugly gloves. Allantoin, I guess that's maybe how you would say it, really helps your cells in your skin. That's why it's so beneficial as a salve, but you have to make the oil first, and then from there you make the salve. But it's beautiful, it's full of allantoin, or however you say it, and it's really, all of them haven't opened yet. Even before they open, they're pretty. It's just very beautiful. I almost hated cutting them, but I know right now is the time that you get the most benefit out of your comfrey plant. And it even smells good. Just comfrey is awesome. Okay, remember you learned it here on Gail's Garden Herbs and More, that if you want more of the allantoin, which is the substance that's so good for your skin, you get it when the plant is blossoming. I don't hear very many people talk about that. So you learned it here, and we'll catch you later. Okay, now I'm going to cut up the flowers, the stems, the leaves, all of it. First, I'm just going to roughly cut fairly large chunks, but break it down because I'm going to take it out, and let me show you in a minute what I'm going to do with it. Okay, now I'm going to take this out. I'll show you what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to go pick some more of the leaves. Even though they aren't the stalks, they still have some of the medicine in them, just not as much as the stalks do when they flower, when the stalks come up and flower. That way, though, if I take some of the leaves and cut it up and put it out there too, I'll have more plant material to work with to make my oil. And then, of course, later from the oil, I'll make salves. I made a really awesome salve the other day with the last of my comfrey oil, so I really need to make more. Okay, this is the drying rack that I put in my greenhouse. That was kind of an accident because I didn't want the dog to get it out there, but you know, the stuff that I've been drying, I just put the chamomile in here. I just get little bits at a time of that. But the stuff that I've been putting in here has been drying differently. I don't know, it's not direct sun on it or anything, I guess. And it's warm inside this greenhouse, really warm and dry, because I'm not watering plants or anything right now. All the plants are taken out of it. So it's warm and dry, and the plants are drying fairly quickly, but not like in a dehydrator where they dry real quick. But the color is staying really dark green, and instead of being quite so crispy, they're still, a lot of times the leaves are still pliable but dry. I don't know, not totally pliable, but somewhat. They're just not total crisp, maybe around the edges. But the color is better, and I think there'll be more medicinal value to them. We'll see how these dry in here because the stalk's pretty thick. So I may get the leaves and then have to take some of the stalks and just finish dehydrate them because they're really thick. I don't know. It'll be the first time drying this in this particular thing that I have. I usually just dry small stuff like the chamomile or leaves. I haven't dried any stalks or anything like this. So we'll see what happens. This part's kind of an experiment. Okay, this is some time later. You know what? It worked wonderful. That's the stalk. And it is dry. This, that's the flower and the leaf. Look how dark green they are. Look at that. And it's dry. Totally dry. It's not really crispy, but it's dry. You can hear it. I am so pleased with that dryer out there. It's awesome. Okay, this is another area. One thing about comfrey is I thought I had it all out of here, and it keeps coming back, and I keep digging it out. So it just likes it here. But yeah, they come back pretty easy. If there's just a little tiny piece of root, it'll come back. But there is a big controversy about it, but I made another video on the controversy of comfrey and whether you should eat it or not. So that is, I'll try to remember to put that link if you're interested down below. I made that video quite a while back. But Comfrey is really, really good for you in so many ways. Even if you don't take it inside as a tea or something, it's great if you want to make the oil and then the salve or whatever. And I probably need to make some videos on that so you can see how to do that. But this one's just going to be more on about the comfrey itself and drying it and stuff. Now you can take some of those dried leaves and make tea like you do with anything. But that is totally up to you because of the controversy. Like I said, that's another video. It is great to feed your animals. Chickens love it. My chickens absolutely love it. And it's so good. What comfrey does, it has long roots that go down and they pick up minerals and stuff and bring up to the top. I mean, it's good for your ground where you have it. It's nutritious. It's just a plant that every homesteader, every gardener, everybody should have some because it's so good for healing. That's a whole nother thing too when you make the salves I will talk about because there's some specifics of how to use it and stuff. It is a wonderful, wonderful herb though. Don't be afraid of it. There's so much you can do. You just need to research and know what you need, how to use it, like anything. So I'll show you one other one I have. This is a little plantain patch in here. But over here, I moved it when I first came. Here's one. And I thought I had all of it too, but I had a big, heavy planter here. And it grew out behind the planter. I seen the leaf. Now, as you can see, when my chickens get out, they eat it down. They love it. But I just harvested it too, so there's not a whole lot. It had the flowers and stuff come up, which I've got that. I just harvested that too. So, yeah, they're a very hardy plant, very nutritious for chickens or whatever, goats or whatever. Probably for us too, but a lot of people, like I said, the controversy, some people think you shouldn't, so you need to research that. And I will let you all go with that, a little bit about comfrey, and something that you learned that you may not have known about it as to when to harvest it. And that's when it's flowering. You want that stalk and those flowers and stuff as well as the leaves. So I will leave you with that. Remember, you learned it here at Gail's Garden Herbs and More. Hit that like button so this video can get out more and share it on your social media, please. I'm trying to get it out because it's not being pushed out by YouTube very well. But anyway, I'll catch y'all later. Bye.